Hello, hello. Oh, Totoro fell. Oh no. I got too excited. Hello. Here we go. Totoro says hi too. Let's put him back up there. There you go. There you go, Totoro. Thank you so much for joining the live. Hello. Welcome to Crochet and Chat. My name is Sammi. I teach crochet with Yarn Over Hook. Yarn Over Hook is a free social community for crocheters to get together, create, learn, and inspire one another and connect. So we would love to have you. I would love to see what you are making. You can join for free via the link in my description. Today I brought my corner to corner blanket that I've been working on. Last week, during last week's live, we had just started doing the decrease. So that is what we're working on. We have just gotten this far so far in the decrease. I am so excited to start the decrease for this. It's gonna be a really good size. It's a nice little like lap size blanket. I know for sure my cats are going to love it. Oop. I feel like I always do a puff stitch when I mean to do an Elizabeth mini bean stitch. Hi Ava, how are you? Thank you so much for popping in. I have 3 cats. 3 boys. They are very rambunctious, all over the place. And they especially like to lay down on things that I'm crocheting or have crocheted. So this will end up being something for them to lay on. How are you? How's your spring break going? Did your spring break start this week? Or are you on it? Like, is it ending this weekend? I feel like when I was on spring break, it always went by so fast. And I know that this weekend is a very busy weekend for a lot of folks because it's St. Patty's Day weekend. It did not even dawn on me. I feel like March is going by so quickly. My break ends this weekend. Oh no. Which one is your favorite of my cats? I know you're not supposed to have favorites, but we absolutely have favorites. Toshi is my favorite. He is our youngest, and he's a Japanese bobtail, and he's just so sweet. He popped in on a Clock App Live, I think last week. He came in and he was insisting on sitting on my lap, so everybody got to say hi. Have you ever made crochet toys for your cats? I've seen some cool ones on TikTok. So I have made one. I've made a little catnip ball. So I crocheted just like a ball shape, put some filling in it, and just tons of catnip, and my cat loved it. I need to crochet some more little cat toys because they're super easy. They crochet up very quickly. I should do one. Now I'm thinking about it, especially with like my scrap yarn. I think that would be a really good. Yeah, I'll have to do that. Toshi is a really cool name. Thank you. I think they picked Toshi because it is a Japanese name and he's a Japanese bobtail, and so we really liked it, and it just stuck. Like, we were like, we're not going to change your name. This is perfect. So we kept his name, Toshi. And you put catnip in it, or like snacks, catnip. So I mixed the catnip into the fiber fill that I put in the toy, and my cats went nuts. They loved it. Yeah, I'll have to do that more, because I have some good scrap yarn that will be really, really good for their toys. So I should definitely do that. Today, so I brought the corner blanket, but I also need to do my row for yesterday for my mood tracker blanket. I'm going too fast. I keep pulling my hook out. I need to do yesterday's row. Yesterday was a bit stressful, so it is yellow for yesterday. So we will do that today as well. Finish that row up. And I also brought my pullover sweater. I just got some more yarn for it. I put it on again, and I think I just need a couple rows. We did a live Thursday, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I just need a couple of rows. So I'm going to work on that as well. Let's try to get those rows done. That one has definitely been a kind of like slower project that I'm working on here and there. I mostly work on it on the lives. Same with this corner blanket. They're both very like easy projects for me to work on and chit chat. I don't have to do a whole lot of counting. The stitches are easy. I really wanted to do projects that I can chat with you all on live and still crochet. So I'm excited to work on all of that today. We just hit, oh my gosh. So I just finished a live on the Clock app, and we hit 300 members on Yarn Overhook. I am so happy. I want to see where we are now. Oh my goodness, I can't even express. Oh, it made me so happy. We hit it right at the end of the live. It was so perfect. We have so many new members, and so many awesome things have just been posted. Everybody is so talented. I love seeing what everybody is making. So if you have not joined Yarn Overhook yet, we would love to have you. I would love to see what you're making. I feel like I always get some really great ideas from folks after they post what they're making. Oh my goodness, thank you. My husband just brought me a drink. Thank you so much. I always get so inspired by what you guys are posting. It makes me so happy, and it adds to my like long list of things that I want to crochet. I love it. I want to get my drink. Put it behind my computer to reach and grab it. I have a dog, but I'm nervous that the toys might not hold up. Yeah, they might definitely tear through those. I could imagine. Do the cat ones survive pretty well, or do you have to use a special yarn? Never a silly question at all. Never a silly question. I use acrylic, because I feel like it'll hold up really nicely. But, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like that's all I've used for my cats, and they've held up really well. So I feel like if you do an acrylic, that might be fine, at least for a little bit. But I don't know. Depends on how like rowdy your dog gets with with his toys. But yeah, mine have survived for a while. Mine have survived for trying to remember when I made that toy. It was a long time ago, and they do still have it. They still have it. So I think maybe acrylic might be the way to go if you want it to last for a really long time. I'm gonna get my drink. Here we go. Yay! How is your crocheting going, Ava? Have you graduated from your chain? Your chains look amazing. I don't want you to be scared to start like real stitches. Hi, next we have, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. How are you today? What did you bring to crochet? What did you bring to drink? I'm so happy that you're here. I'm a third of the way through a very, very simple granny square. Yay! Yay! I cannot wait to see it. You got this. I'm drinking water, working on my Japanese knot bag. Very nice. How far have you gotten? I believe I'll finish tonight. Yay! Oh, that is so great. That is so awesome. Be sure that the music is playing here, okay? Great. Be sure we're all good. Want to upload it today, but might be only tomorrow. No worries. I cannot wait to see. I can't wait to see. Do you guys have a guilty pleasure with crochet? How do you mean? Like, what is your guilty pleasure with crochet? Guilty pleasure with crochet. Mine is insisting on working with several colors, yet I hate weaving the ends. Ah, I see what you mean. I think mine would be that I love amigurumi, but I hate sewing all the pieces together. I love amigurumi. Love it, but as soon as I have to put it together, I'm kind of like, ugh. I have to sit there and really, really make myself put it together. And I actually can't stand the process of changing colors. It always looks so good. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's why I can't get into tapestry crochet. Um I might just need to find the pattern that I like and like really sit down and just like go for it to really test it out. But yeah. Yeah, I would definitely say mine would be, yeah, mine would be amigurumi, but I don't like putting the pieces together. And I always love how it looks afterwards. I'm always so happy with how it turns out, but putting the pieces together, hmm. Even like my wedding favors right now, I am making my wedding favors and I have a lot done, but it's not put together because the put together process, I love the crochet process, but the put together process can be very tedious. I can only imagine. Yeah, it's just, but I love it. I love amigurumi. Like my Totoro is my favorite. It's my absolute favorite thing that I have crocheted. Um, but I remember when I put him together, it wasn't so bad because he has two ears, two arms, a tail, and then I had to put on his eyes and his belly. So it was a lot of pieces. And I don't remember like not finding it enjoyable. I remember really being really happy as he was coming together. I think it's just maybe like the starting it, putting it together that can be uh that might be what it is. I love doing this blanket. I feel like I can just turn off my brain and just go. It's so nice. It's so, so nice. Oh, I finished all of my daisy squares for the pattern that I'm testing. Um, K underscore wood crochets her daisy days tote pattern. I'm testing for it and I just finished all of the squares. And so now I just need to block. I just finished the last square during Clock app live right before this. Here are two of them. The other six are on the blocking board. I just have to steam them, let them dry, and I'll put them together. I think that I will be done with it tomorrow, which will be really, really nice. She gave us until next Friday, so it'll be nice if I can finish this tomorrow. I was thinking that I might be able to finish it tonight, but then I remembered that I actually have to let the squares dry. So I can't do it tonight. I'm kind of bummed because I thought that I would be able to. They might dry in time. It's just a little steamy. So they might actually dry in time. Wait. I did this decrease wrong. Am I doing... I need to be sure I'm doing this correctly. Because I think... Let me see how I did it on this side. How cute. Thank you. Question. Is blocking a must? Is blocking a must? So, I wouldn't say that it's a must so much as like, how do you want your project to look? So I blocked all of these squares for this sweater that I made. And you see how even, I can like pull up my sleeve. This is, I've seen some sweaters and I can tell that it wasn't blocked, where when the sleeve is put on, it like cinches right here at that seam. I don't like the way that looks on me, so I will block a wearable. This I blocked. I didn't steam block it. This is acrylic. I didn't steam block it. All I did was, as I made the squares, I put them on my block, and I just left them there. So then they just stretched and all into the same size. I can't remember how many squares these are. It's like 40 something, I think, maybe almost 50, around 50. And I just left them there. And I'm pretty sure I left them there maybe for a couple of weeks. Like I just forgot about it. I was like, I'll just leave them on the block, let them stretch, whatever. I'm not like in a hurry to make it. And I'm so glad I did, because now every square is the same size. When I put it together, it seamed perfectly. The fit is really perfect. There's no like uneven ridging here where it's connected to the body, like all of those things. You made that sweater? I did. I did make this sweater. Let me see if I can find, let me find the YouTuber, because it's just like Crochet Harry Styles, Crochet Harry Styles cardigan. I think it's pronounced Elviona. It's literally the first thing that pops up, like first thing first thing that pops up. And I love it. I love it so much. It is my favorite sweater. The puff sleeve sweater that I typically wear is like my second favorite. But this one's my first favorite. This one was my first sweater? Yeah, this one's actually, yeah, my first sweater, the first sweater I've ever made. And what would happen after washing? Any specific cautions? So I, anytime I wash anything that I've crocheted, I air dry it. I experimented with some of my pieces and did a dryer dry, and they came out fine. Like they just stretched a lot. They stretched a lot. Like this blanket back here, it stretched a lot. And some of my granny squares, which I didn't make very well to begin with, kind of started like unraveling a little bit in the center. Like I didn't do my magic ring very good. So those kind of came out, but I just wouldn't put it in the dryer. I would lay it flat, like reshape it, especially if you do something out of cotton. I would wash it in a garment bag, like a laundry bag thing that you can put in the dryer or in the washing machine. Put it in there, put it in the washing machine, and then take it out and lay it flat to dry. That's what I would do. I'm not well versed with like animal fibers and how to wash and care for those, but that's what I do for my cotton and acrylic. I feel like I've heard similar with animal fibers. I know that there are folks who hand wash their animal fiber makes. And again, just no dryer. Lay it flat. Found it. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you found it. Thanks for answering. Of course. Of course, of course. I know that blocking can be kind of I did a like um so my first kind of like real true blocking I did for the Christmas sweaters that I made for myself and my husband this past Christmas. I completely drenched it, like submerged it in water and let it sit so that all of the fibers could get nice and saturated. And then I rolled it in towels because you don't want to wring it. You don't want to like twist it, or that's going to make your stitches uneven. So I squeezed out the extra water, and then I put it in a towel, rolled it, and then walked all over it to squeeze out more water. And then I just laid it flat to dry. I shaped it into the size that I wanted, and then just laid it flat to dry. That was my first kind of like true blocking. I was so nervous. I was so nervous. I think I said that one was cotton. But the shaping came out great. It was awesome. I'm definitely blocking any wearables that I make now. Um, and even like with these daisy tote squares, I'm steam blocking because I want them all to be the same size. I want my bag to be really nice and even. So that is why I'm like steam blocking those ones. And that's really simple. I just put it on my blocking block and then just hold the steamer on it. And I'm trying to think if I haven't really done any other methods. I actually just ordered a new blocking block because mine is like a little less than 8 inches wide, an 8-inch square. So I got one that's like a little over 11, which is nice. I felt like I needed something a little bit bigger. Honestly, crochet cannot be properly priced. The amount of work to crochet the piece and then some. Yeah, yeah. Because even just thinking about that, like people who sell garments, whew, I commend them. Amigurumi, okay, like, um, um, not having to like block and like prep things. I'm like, okay, but even still, like, you still have to take into account, aside from materials, just how long it takes, the strain it puts on your hands and your muscles. Like folks who do amigurumi for market, oh my goodness, I see so many videos of people who do amigurumi for markets, and they make like tubs full of things, and I'm just like, that is incredible. You are doing an incredible job. I just couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. And then trying to set the price for it, and I know like there are folks who just don't understand. They just don't know what it takes, like what crocheting takes. And will complain about prices and stuff like that, and I just can't imagine that pressure as like a seller of crochet, of like trying to figure out, well, how much is my time worth, materials aside. Like I feel like that's such an easy, like, this is the materials, like this is how much this costs, but like how much does the time cost, how much does the strain on your muscles cost, that your strain on your eyes, like, oof. And then on top of that, like I was saying, like wearables, blocking wearables, making sure that the size fits the person, like getting those measurements and making sure that it should fit them. Like, oh, I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine. Garments and blankets, insane. Like those take so long. So long. And getting the measurements right and everything is just oof. Like kudos to people who do that. I'm always asked if I sell my crochet, and I always answer no, because then it wouldn't be a fun hobby for me. It will take the fun out of it. I gift it. I do gifts for like my family members or my friends. only done like a couple. But and then if somebody like asks me to crochet something, if I feel like I have the time and can do it in such a way that's like I don't feel like at a loss of it, like how do I explain it? Kind of like somebody's like, oh my gosh, can you make this for me? And I'm just kind of like, oh, that's gonna take like a lot of time, and I know that it's gonna put a lot of strain on my wrist. Like I have to say no. I have to say no. Folks who crochet stuff for family and friends like on a consistent basis also are, I'm just like, you guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome. I'm used to bargain never again handmade articles. It's just it's an investment. It's an investment because I get it, especially as somebody who makes handmade things. When I see prices for handmade artisan goods, I'm like, I get it, sure. Like, this was your time, these were your materials, this is your livelihood, like this is what you do. That's why like I just couldn't do it. And why a lot of times if I go to a market and I see crochet stuff, if they have a little something, I really like to support. I have I wonder if you could see it in my last live, the cutest little axolotl. This girl was doing, it was like her first market, and she had the cutest little crochet things. And she was selling like this cute pink axolotl, and I loved it. And she was definitely underselling. And I was like, okay, I have to buy this. I have to get this. I really want to support you. And it's just so cute, and I love it. And we had such great conversation. She was just so awesome. And I hope that she's doing well. Because that was her first market, so I hope that she was able to keep up with it and that she's doing well. Hi Flexi, thank you so much for coming. Hi. The thing with gifts is you better celebrate it like if you won the lottery. I've seen a trend of folks being like, start taking gifts back if they do not give you that like I won the lottery reaction. And I 110% agree. Absolutely. Again, there's so much time and strain and so much that goes into handmade stuff. Like, yes, act like you just won the lottery, something. Otherwise my feeling will be hurt. Same. Storm, Flexi, what do you prefer? Flexi was just on the Clock app live right before this. So thank you so much, Flexi, for coming here. For joining. Thank you. Hi, Gadget Girl. How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. So I was trying to upload the video from PlayStation's phone. Wasn't working. Oh no! Is this it? Is this your new channel? Very nice. Gadget, I'm good. I love your sweater. Thank you. Thank you so much. The pattern, let me find her again. The pattern is by Elviona on YouTube. It's the like Harry Styles cardigan, like crochet inspired video. I love it so much. Somebody on the Clock app live came on and they thought that it was the Howl's Moving Castle jacket that Howl wears, and it didn't even dawn on me that these are the similar colors, and now I want to make one. Now I want to make one of his sweaters. Flexi, did you post your Spider-Man on Yarn Over Hook? I wanted to see. Someone did an amigurumi Deadpool, and it's so cute. No, I can't do it right now. Oh, yeah, no worries. No worries. I'm loving how this is coming out. I feel like there's a spot that I found, and I can't tell if I made a mistake or just if my stitch was a little loose. We were just talking about frogging. I wouldn't frog it, but it's like, see, right there. Yeah. That is so crazy. It's like a perfect hole, and I don't know why. I didn't skip a stitch. I wonder if I just pulled this one too tight, and so it's pulling that too tight, and so it's creating a hole there. I might just like sneak some yarn in there with a darning needle and pull it down so that it doesn't do that. How strange. It's a little bit better. Kind of. I don't know. Because it's not a skipped stitch. Yeah, it's not a skipped stitch. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, I think I just pulled something too tight or I did something too loose. It's one or the other. Yeah, I think I'll just like save a little bit of yarn and like pull it through to kind of close it. There we go. Yeah. Okay, Lexi, thank you so much for stopping in. We will be here. Speaking of Ghibli, I assume you made the Totoro. It is so cute. Thank you so much. I did make the Totoro. Thank you. He is my absolute favorite make. He has been my most favorite thing that I have made. I want to redo the little leaf on his head. He's my favorite. It's so funny because I feel like when I bring him down from there for the lives, folks are like, oh my gosh, he's way bigger than I thought. Yep, this is my Totoro. He's my favorite. He's so cute. Came out so perfect. There's a Totoro blanket, corner Totoro blanket that I'm pretty sure I still have the pattern. I purchased it like before the pandemic and I want to redo it. I still have the blanket, but I wasn't very good at the color changing. And so like those stitches are like coming out and like weaving in my ends and like all those things. So I really want to actually redo that blanket. And it's just him like facing forward, looking very dopey. Well, maybe I'll make like a sweater, a Totoro kind of themed sweater. That would be fun. All right, after this row, I want to do my mood tracker blanket. I'll give you guys an update on how that's going. I feel like this decrease is going really quickly. I forget how quickly like corner to corner decreases fill. Like I feel like I'm like really decreasing fast. I hope I'm doing it right. Oops. There we go. Oops, skip that one. There we go. I'm so excited because I feel like a lot of my current projects that I'm doing just like all at the same time are like all kind of slowly coming to an end. And I feel like kind of antsy to like start something else. We have around 60 days until our wedding. And so I have to finish the wedding favors. We're going to have a final guest count in a couple of weeks. I have to finish the wedding favors and the table runners. My mom has been working on the table runners as well. So thank goodness. Thank you, Mom. But it seems like we're not going to need as many as I thought, which is fine. That's great. And I'm looking forward to after the wedding, after things have like chilled out, just focusing on the beginner course like curriculum that I have planned for Yarn Over Hook, getting into that, and then everything else I want to make for the summer. I'm like actually like very excited for my summer wearables because I want some new pants. I want to make a sarong, and some shorts. There's so many summer things that I really want to make, and I was going through my stash that I have right now, and I have so much 24/7 like Lion Brand cotton yarn in white. All of my swim cover-ups are white. My swimsuits are all poppy colors. They like very much pop, like hot pink, orange, red. So I make my swim cover-ups all in white, and I love wearing white for the summer. I just love wearing white in the summer. So I have all of these ideas for summer outfits that I want to make. So I'm like really excited. Not so much like excited for my wedding to be over, but I'm excited to have time for more like fun stuff for me to make. I'm very, very excited. Imagine going to a wedding and having wedding favors handmade by the bride. See, again, if people don't act like they won the lottery when they pick up the wedding favors, I'm gonna be mad. I'll probably be sad. Not really mad, but just sad. But I'm sure everybody will love it. And I'm sure a lot of my family members are expecting it. They are not expecting like typical wedding favors. I'm sure they're like, no, Samantha's absolutely gonna make something to give us. I also have some garments planned, a cardigan, a sweater, and a dress. Let's see if in 2025 or 2026. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. Next we have a cardigan, a sweater, and a dress. What kind of dress? I feel like crochet dresses have become really popular, or at least like getting up there in popularity. I crocheted my dress for my wedding rehearsal. It's my engagement dress, but I had planned on wearing it for our rehearsal dinner as well, our rehearsal brunch. And I love it. I love that dress so much, and I plan on wearing it so much this summer. It's like a baby style dress, baby doll style dress. There we go. It's a baby doll style dress, and I love it. It has like short sleeves, but they're like bell, they're like poofy. And then the dress just, and it's short. It's so cute. I love it so much. A flared one, something that suits my body perfectly. That is so fun. Oh, I can't wait to see that next we have. You got it. You got it for summer 2025. You got it. It's already warming up, so I feel like I have to put like any sweater projects on the back burner. I want to finish my hexagon pullover sweater though. I really do. I feel like it'd be fun to wear on like cooler nights. I want my wardrobe to be more than 80% handmade. Yes! We love a handmade wardrobe. Yes, yes, yes. I really want some more time for sewing because I too want a nice handmade wardrobe, and I just want some more time for sewing. I want to check to see if that hole is still there. Okay. So yes, 80% of my wardrobe handmade. Absolutely. What kind of wearables have you already made? Next we have, what has been your favorite wearable that you've made? I really liked making this sweater, and I wanted to make another one, but just in different colors. Because I have, oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in my first live. I have a ton of granny squares for a granny square sweater that I started, and putting together the pieces. It's just been sitting on my dress form for years. I think like 2 years. I think 2 years maybe. Um, and it's just the putting together the squares. This one took me a long time, but I was incredibly excited for it because again, it was my first one. It was my first sweater, first patchwork sweater, um, first crochet wearable, I think. Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think this was my first crochet wearable. And then immediately after, I made the like puff sleeve one that you see that I wear in the lives. But I kind of want to make another one of this. This was just like half double crochet squares. I made these so quickly. What took the longest was just putting it all together. But I always get so many compliments on this sweater, and I kind of want to make another one, but in different colors. Maybe like a really, really bright one. Like with like orange, like a bright orange, like a hot pink. And I need like another, like, I need like a neutral color. So it's not just, not just like so many colors. Nothing so far, all plans. No, you got this. You gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. I believe in you. Next we have. See, and I said that I would have stitch markers on this by this next live, and I forgot them. I'll have to remember to put them on after this live because I really do need them for this decrease. I keep getting confused on where my edge is. With crochet and going to order some yarn. I'm going to order some yarn and start this coming week. With sewing, I already have the fabric. First, I need some bags, fix some bedding. Next will be wearables, maybe some palazzo pants. I made some palazzo pants for myself earlier this year, and I loved them. They came out. It was so much fun. The pattern was very difficult. I want to remake them and use a different pattern, but palazzo pants are so much fun. So much fun and so fun to make. Oh, I love that. Hi, Flexi. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back in. Do you have a good dinner? These rows are going so quickly. Oh, that's so funny. I got so lost in it. I said that I was going to work on my mood tracker blanket. I want to finish that row. Let me put this aside for right now. Oh no, did I lose my hook? Oh, we might not be working on this if I don't have my hook for it. Because that is an H there. Oh no, I think I dropped my hook somewhere. Well, here's an update on my mood tracker blanket. Yeah, I must have put my hook down somewhere. I don't know where I put it. I feel like I'm always losing my hook for my projects. Okay, yeah. Well, here's my mood tracker blanket. I will be working on it after this live because I don't have my hook. But this is where we are. So big. So long. And then yesterday was a pretty stressful day. So we're starting with a row of stressed for yesterday. Today was much better though. I'm very grateful for that. Today was much better. Reaching 300 members on Yarn Over Hook. So happy. Of course, doing lives with you all always makes me so happy. So today was a better day. So we won't have another stress row, which will be nice. Ooh, pizza. Oh, I was craving pizza yesterday. Just an appearance today. Just an appearance. Going right back to my corner to corner. But maybe we'll definitely work on the hexagon. Let me finish this row. I feel like I just did the thing that crocheters do. Just one more row. Just one more row. I literally just did that live. And I'm pretty sure when I said, oh, I'll just finish this row and start that, I think I crocheted 2 rows. I love it. I keep seeing posts everywhere. It's like the biggest lie that crocheters tell. And it's just one more row. Flexi, I might publish a book. Ooh! What book? That is so fun. Congratulations. I'm like repeating in my head. Last row, last row, last row. I'm like trying to remind myself that I said just one more row. It's how I am with books too. I'll do like just one more chapter. Just one more chapter. And then it's hard with an e-reader because it'll tell you like how much time you have left in a chapter. And so I'll be like, oh, 5 minutes? That's not bad. And then I'll finish the chapter and notice that the next chapter is only like 15 minutes long. I'm like, yeah, I have 15 minutes to spare. That's how I feel. I do the same thing with crochet. Oh, that row went by really quickly. I'll just do one more. I'll just do one more row. And I'm pretty sure I just like did it in real time just now. Oh, that's so fun, Flexi. A boy finds a squirrel and squirrel fights monsters. That's making the biggest plot twist. That is so fun. Good luck with it. Oh, this is going so quickly. I cannot wait to finish this blanket. I have also another update on the blanket that we started to undo last week. I have gotten more done, but only a little bit. This week was pretty busy. So I'm hoping to work on it this weekend. It is a lot. I did not realize how much I had crocheted in that blanket. So it's a lot. It's a lot. But it has to happen. I'm excited for the blanket that I will be making. I'm hoping that I can make a gigantic corner to corner blanket. I'm really hoping that I can. I'll probably measure out how much yarn I have. That'll probably be smart. I'll measure out how much yarn I have and how much I can use to build out the first corner, to do the increase corner, and then like use the other half for the decrease, because I definitely want to get through most, if not all, of the yarn that I bought for that blanket, because I have some ideas for other things that I can use that yarn for, but I primarily wanted a blanket for our couch. Like, that color I picked because it works perfectly in our living room. And it's not to say that it won't be useful anywhere else, but I really wanted that yarn for something for our living room. So that corner to corner blanket, I cannot wait to start with you guys. Maybe we can pick a pattern together. But oh, I can't wait. Oh, Flexi, that is so awesome. Sending you all the good vibes. I couldn't imagine writing a book. Oof. I feel like, just like how we were talking about earlier with like doing market, man, just like creating something to sell to others. It's just like, I really do commend people who do that. And I've even like, there are folks who do like limited drops, like stuff like that, and commissions, like things like that. That might be something like a limited drop kind of thing. Might be something I would consider. But again, like no wearables. Like it would probably be like amigurumi or like little like house things. Things kind of like the charm on my headphones, like stuff like that. But I'm excited for the market season though. We have some crocheters, some members on Yarn Over Hook who are starting their market season. I'm really excited for them. I really hope that it goes well. We have so many talented people in Yarn Over Hook, and they deserve all of their things to be sold. To leave their market with empty tubs. Sending out all of those good vibes for them. If you have a market that you will be tabling at, or you have a booth, please let us know in Yarn Over Hook. You can put the information in the events forum, so that we can see. And if there are folks in your area, they can come out and support. That is what we are striving to do. I'm so happy that we're able to connect folks who are in the same city, in the same state, in the same country, and linking them up via Yarn Over Hook, like through Yarn Over Hook. That is what one of our biggest goals was. So so excited that we can do that. So if you have a market that you're doing, if you have market season that you're prepping for, be sure to let us know. Let us know on Yarn Over Hook, so all of our fellow members, we can support you. If we're there in the same city or state, we can go out and support you. All of those things. Good luck to all of our marketers out there. I did it again. That's so funny. But I didn't get very far. That is so funny. I did it again. Okay, we're moving on to my hexagon sweater. Moving on. I did it again. Oh, I can just get so lost. One more row. Okay. Hexagon sweater. Hexagon pullover sweater update. We didn't get very far because every new round takes longer and longer. So we haven't gotten super far. But here it is. Let me finish this stitch so it doesn't come out. Okay, here we are. Ta-da! Yay! Yes, you can see it. Like, compared to my body. They don't have like very long. I don't have very long to go. I really just think I need like 1 or 2 more rows. So I'll try to pay attention to that, do 2 more rows, and see where we are measurement wise. I love a puffy sleeve. I love a good puffy sleeve. I'm going to put a waistband, so it doesn't really matter how long it is because it will cinch up. Like, I'm hoping it'll cinch up and sit on my hips anyway. So I just want my sleeves to be nice and long. Lexi, that sounds so good. Good luck. That's nice. Thank you. I love it. I love, love, love it. I cannot wait for it to be done. And this is going to be the color of the cuffs and the waistband. So I'm very excited. Very excited how this is going to come out. And this is just the first panel. So I really want to get it done so that I can start the next panel. But like I said, I think I just need like 1 or 2 rows. So I'm going to do 2 more after this one and see where we are. Pretty sure I'm just doing 1. Have you guys ever stepped away from a project for so long that you kind of forget what it is you're doing? Whenever that happens, I really like check in with myself. I'm like, yeah, you stepped away from this project for a little bit too long. A little bit too long. I have to go back and like sometimes undo rows so that I can see what it was I did, especially if I remember that I modified anything. Ugh. Then it's just like, okay, I definitely need to like go back a few rows. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Lynn Travortex. Ooh, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. What did you bring to crochet? Flexi, yes. It's so hard because especially if you like to do multiple projects at once, or even like if you find something new that you really like and you're like, oh, I can crochet that really quickly, I'll just do it right now. And then you just end up forgetting about what you were working on. That I do a lot, especially if it's like, oh yeah, like I'll just make this real quick. I just completely forget. I completely forget about it. And this stitch crochets up so quickly. I absolutely could have been finished with this by now. I really do. I really feel like I could have been finished with this by now, but that's okay. Again, I was really only working on this on lives. I don't think I worked on this outside of lives at all. So, no, that's not true. I think in the early stages I did work on this outside of live, but for the most part, it's definitely been during live that I've worked on this. But man, these last rows are just taking so long. We're going. We're going. And I just love these colors. These colors are so fun. Oops, there we go. I feel like I'm in my colorful era for your crochet projects. I really do. I typically lean towards like stuff like this, but a little bit more neutral, a little bit more subdued. But this year it's just been really like, no, I want colors. I want bright. I want fun. I want something that pops. I'm good. He's just weaving in the ends of my granny squares. Ooh, nice. What granny squares did you do? The classic granny square? Is the special granny square? And what are you making with them? Uh-oh. Looks like we're gonna have to do some untangling here. This is inevitable with a center pole. Oh, there we go. Okay. We'll just keep going then. And it should undo itself. Is that another lie that I feel like another lie that crocheters tell themselves? He'll untangle as I go. It's okay. I don't have to untangle that right now. Starburst granny square. Ooh. Let me look that up. I feel like I've seen that before. Starburst granny square. Yes, so fun. Oh my goodness. So you had to have done 4 color changes. Are those the ends that you're weaving in? What colors did you pick? Alright, so I gave up on the sweater. I'm making a plushie the size of a yarn ball. Okay. I thought that you were making the sweater for the plushie. Or are you just like taking a break from your sweater to work on the plushie? Do you have advice for weaving hiding in ends? So, especially with this starburst, I like to go like in the stitch and down. Like I just follow along in the stitch. And then sometimes just like go back and forth to kind of like really weave it in. I've also just I'm pretty sure I did it for this sweater. I left an end long enough and then I laid it across the top, and so that when I went through and I sewed the squares together, excuse me, I went over that tail as well, as opposed to weaving it in. I just like sewed around it. I've done that. You could do the magic knot to kind of tie them together. Are the squares one-sided? Are you keeping them one-sided? Because you could just do a magic knot at the back. I am a weave in as I go kind of like crocheter. So I don't usually end a project with a lot of ends. Even like if it's the same yarn, like you can see the back of my hexagon sweater. The only tail is from my magic circle, and I've used 4 skeins, but there's no ends. There are no ends. I think I saw like a little one that I need to cut back, but I don't know. Is this the front? No, that's the, yeah, that's the back. So it should be back here. I don't know where it went. But yeah, I'm a weave in as I go kind of girly. So weaving in after, I'm leaving them one-sided. So you could just knot them. You could just use a magic knot and knot them together. If the tails are long enough, they'd have to be long enough to kind of do that technique and then pull it. But I would just go into the stitch. You did puffs and clusters? And then the granny stitch on the outside? Hi, Wendy. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. I missed your message. Hello, hello. Yeah, I gave up on the plushy sweater. You got this, Lexi. Doing good, good. I'm so glad that you're here. How's your blanket going? Did you say that you started one after you just finished this one for your son? Look at this mess. Probably only making it worse. I tend to make my like your messes worse then. And then they get better. Then they get better. Here we go. There we go. Oh. Nope, that didn't do it. Going good. I have to get more yarn. What color are you doing this one again? Is this the corner to corner? Corner, multicolored. Fun. Oh, so fun. I can't wait to see that one. How far have you gotten? About a quarter done so far. Nice. That's so fast. Very good. Very awesome. That is so, so good. Thank you all so, so much for coming to hang out today. And if you're watching the recording, thank you so much for watching the recording. I really hope that you are enjoying this crochet and chat. Oh, there we go. I like that blanket you're working on. Oh, this is the my pullover sweater. We brought it back. We haven't worked on it in a minute, so we brought it back. This is where we are, Wendy. Oof. This is where we are. determined that I probably just need like 1 or 2 more rows, and then I can move on to the next panel. So we're going to try and crochet today, get 2 rows done, and then I will just compare it. I'll hold it up and really look at it after the live in the mirror to see. But I want to be sure that my sleeves are nice and long, and then go from there. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I really like the funky colors. I'm pretty sure that this was my 4th skein. So my next panel will probably be like 4.5 skeins. I bought some because I was really nervous that I wouldn't have enough. But I think now that like I'm here and doing this again, I think that I will have enough. I think I will have enough. I think I got just enough, which is lucky. I bought all of these from Joann's, and I kind of just guessed. I want to make a cardigan. You should, especially since it's still kind of cold. It's still like mostly cold in a lot of areas. What kind of cardigan is on your list, Wendy? And what kind of cardigan is on your list next? We have, what is it? What cardigan that what type of cardigan do you want to make? Oh my goodness, how did this happen? Well, probably me. Oh, there we go. Just pull this? Nope. Which one do I pull? Thank goodness for long nails. Here we go. Yay! When I do granny stitch, sometimes they look loose, even if I change my tension. They're not the granny stitch isn't a very like tight or dense stitch, depending on the yarn that you're using. So your stitch is probably fine because it's just made up of double crochet, and double crochet isn't a dense stitch. I think as long as your stitches are consistent, that is perfectly okay. Lintrovert X, are you on Yarn Over Hook? I would love to see your Starburst square that you made. If you're not, we would love to have you. I think everyone here is a member. If you haven't joined Yarn Over Hook yet, you can for free via the link in the description below. I would love to have you and love to see what you're making. LOL, not sure yet. Never mind, maybe I should just not. No, what's going on, Flexi? You got this. I'm planning for next winter, early start. Nice, very, very nice. A long cardigan, top down with buttons, either granny stitch or a single crochet. Those are very different stitches and will give you very different length of time. The granny stitch will probably be the best one. That one should crochet up nice and quick. Okay, so I saw this trick and I did it yesterday to one of my skeins and it worked. So you massage the skein and just squeeze it. We got some like, let me see if it's like making the sounds on here. Here we go. We got some like skein ASMR. But you do this and it like organizes the yarn inside, like the strands inside, so that a center pull is easier. All right, drum roll please. Does it smash that like button for a drum roll? Let's see. Oh, my ring is getting caught, so that's not helpful. Oh my gosh! Yay! We don't have any yarn guts or yarn vomit. Yay! Oh my gosh, that worked perfectly. You guys have to try it. When I did it last night, it worked really well too. And oh my gosh, sorry. I think I have a cat here. There we go. My cats insist on being present anywhere I am. I thought it was a fluke when I did it last night, and so I wanted to try it again. And it worked. It worked. Ah. Let's see. I want to catch up on the comments. I've watched a few tutorials for cardigans that are beginner friendly. There are a lot of good beginner friendly cardigans, Wendy. So I'm thinking, I think I'm trying to get, it's not working. Oh no, Flexi, you got this. Maybe take a break. I'm thinking Granny Hexagon. Granny Hexagon is really fun. No vomit. Perfection. Yay. Oh, good, Flexi. Yeah, maybe take a break. It's always good to take a break. Yay! Oh my gosh, and look, it's perfect. This color was about to go to the blue color anyway. Ah, look at that. Meant to be. We were blessed. We were blessed by the yarn gods today. Our fiber fathers, if you will. Let's see. I'll get this a little bit short. I really don't like the tails of my knots to be too long because it kind of feels like a waste of yarn. I don't know why. It's not really like that much yarn, but I've always been like that. I don't want my tails too long. I always make my tails way too long when I do my magic circles or my magic rings. I always do my tails way too long. Okay, here we go. We got our magic knot, our next color, our next skein. And I really do think I'm not even gonna, I probably won't even use half of this. So I might have made a mistake earlier. I might have said 5.5, but it seems like 4.5 will be each of my panels. Let's see. I have met so many crocheting TikTokers and YouTubers. You're one of my favorites. Thank you so much, Flexi. Thank you. Oh, that makes me so happy. Thank you so much. What kind of sweater are you wearing, Sammy? This is just a patchwork sweater. I made each of these squares, put them together, and did the lining and the cuffs. It's my favorite. I feel so cozy in this. Elviona on YouTube. Right? I think I said that right. Let me see. Yes. Elviona. Very nice. Thank you. It's my favorite sweater. My absolute favorite sweater. Have you seen one of those yarn walls? Which yarn wall? Like the one that I have? Like on my wall, or like the yarn walls at Joann's? Added to the list. I want to see this list, Wendy. I love it. You're always adding to it. I feel like I am too, though. So, like, especially now with like all of the different um all of the new crochet friends that we have in Yarn Over Hook. I feel like I get more and more ideas every day for things. Oh my goodness. It's like becoming worse than my Pinterest in the best of ways. Another one. Another one. The one where you get a board with pins on it and then stick your yarns on each pin in like an ombre pattern. Oh, I've seen people do that. Mine is more chaotic. If you look at my shorts, you can see it in the background of my mood tracker blanket update videos. And then Thursday's live, I was actually in my office, so then it made an appearance in that live. But yeah, I do have one of those, Flexi. I just didn't do it in umber. I did it in more chaotic colors. Yeah, I want one just like that. You should do it. It's super easy. It's just like the pegboard that is typical like in garages for tools and stuff like that. And then I used 4-inch pegs for my cakes. I need to make sure I didn't put 4. That's the mistake I always make with the granny stitch, is that I'll put 4. It rarely happens where I only do 2, but it happens a lot where I'll put 4 as opposed to 3. So I gotta like remind myself to double check. Otherwise I won't catch it until I'm on the next row and then have to frog an entire row to get back and fix it. Because you can tell when a granny stitch has 4 over 3. At least I can tell, because that's what we just did a poll on that the other day. I can always see my mistakes. It's already long. Yeah, I want one just like that. Went to see. I still love it. It's giving playroom vibes. I just wanted something so like, it reminds me of just like a field of wildflowers. That's what I really wanted. I wanted it to look like I had a bunch of flowers on my wall. But thank you. I hate frogging. I know. Especially when it's like I've made it a whole row and then I notice, and so I have to undo that row. Ugh. But I have to do it. I have to do it or I know that it's there and I'm not going to be able to like leave it. When did you start to crochet? I started crocheting, I'm pretty sure I was either 7 or 8. My mom taught me. And I've just been crocheting since. I didn't get super into it, like very serious about it until like maybe like 10 years ago ish. And then like really recently, because of Yarn Over Hook, really challenging myself to learn new stitches and stuff. So like maybe around 25 years. 25 years I've been crocheting. How long have you guys been crocheting? Who taught you how, or how did you learn how? You just gave me an amazing idea. Yay! For your yarn storage? Oh, whoa. What's going on there? There we go. Let me move this yarn. It's like messing up my tension. What is happening? Oh, the outside yarn is hugging tight to my center pole. Put this in here. You guys see me like fighting my yarn, like like yanking it to get it in here. Let's see. 6 years. My mom taught me. Very nice. Oh wow, I learned to crochet like 2 or 3 years ago by YouTube. Awesome. I was around 14 when my mom taught me. Very, very cool. I'll say I started crochet this year in February, but my very first project attempt was 2 years ago, learning on YouTube. That is so fun. That's so fun. So we have like a really good range of crocheters. That is so awesome. I've met so many people who learn from their grandma or their mom, and they're also like teaching their kids, and I love it. I love that so many people are still passing down this craft. And that's what a lot of them say, especially some of my like older crochet friends. They get so happy to know that like younger people are still crocheting, and I love that. It is so, so nice. Another YouTube University student. I love it. That is so funny. Oh, that just made me, oh my gosh, that just made me want to do like certificates for when I do the beginner courses for Yarn Over Hook. And like actually like send out diplomas or something. Graduated from like the Yarn Over Hook University. Ah, that just gave me an idea. Thank you. Next we have. I cannot wait. Oh, I can't wait to do that curriculum. Can't wait, can't wait. This will also match my room theme once I move into my new house. It's gonna be jungle theme. Oh, so you're gonna do kind of like flowers? Ooh, I can't wait to see. That's gonna be so fun. Oh well, I'm the only crafter in my family. Oh, well, someone has to be. That is so awesome though that you learned from YouTube. There's so many crocheters who I've come across who've learned just from YouTube, and it's so cool. I know I've learned most of my stitches from YouTube. I learned most of the stitches I know from YouTube, from like doing patterns and then like not knowing the stitch and then going on YouTube to find that pattern or to find that stitch so that I can do the pattern. That is so good. The crochet community on YouTube is just so fun. So, so nice. And the badges could be crochet leaves. It could be. That would be so good. Oh, yeah. Oh, now I definitely really want to do that. And I would make them, absolutely. Okay, where do I typically place this? Okay, I usually place it here. Oh my gosh, I feel like this row took forever. Good grief. Okay. And then I want to do 2 more. So I have to remember this. I want to do 2 more rows. We've been searching for 2 years. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, good luck on your move. I can't wait until we get a new space. I want a craft room so badly. I would do a humongous yarn wall. Huge yarn wall with like different shelving. I cannot wait. Sorry. I've always enjoyed arts and crafts. Same, same. That was always my favorite part of classes, was like arts and crafts. Especially like when I was in elementary school, when we would do anything crafty, I was all in. I was all in. Now I'm paying attention. What other crafts do you like to do, Wendy? Oh, Flexi, that's so great. Oh, wow. Yay! I'm so bummed that I misplaced my hook for my tracker blanket. I really wanted to finish that row with y'all. But you know what? Maybe it was a good thing because now I can like really finish this panel. Yeah, we're gonna take that as a good thing because I really want to move on to the second panel, and like it's not really starting to warm up here, but I'm like afraid that it's gonna warm up before I can even like wear it. So maybe it was good. It was good that I left my hook. I jinxed it, guys. I jinxed it. No way, really? Look. 1, 2, 3, 4. I jinxed it. That is so far back. Here we go. Do I have my stitch marker? I do have a stitch marker. Let me mark this. Bum bum. Oh well. Womp womp. It happens. Here we go. Here's some frogging ASMR. You guys hear it? It's cotton, so it's like super soft. Do we hear it? Hear my tears. Here we go. Here's some frogging ASMR. It's so much. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's only 6 sides that I have to frog. Only a whole row. Are you guys playing your little violins for me? Bye, Flexi. It was so nice to see you today. Thank you for hanging out. You have a good rest of your day. Alright, here we go. Welcome to Yarn Over Hook, where we're constantly frogging our projects. Let me not make too much of a mess here. There we go. The way I frog and like lay out the yarn, I don't really get concerned with it tangling as long as I don't move. That's the only problem. Like the problem comes when I move from the little pile. Guys, I have so much to go. Here it is right here. Look at all It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh well. That's probably also what's taking me so long with this, is that I keep doing that. I'm not paying attention and I end up putting 4. And that wasn't done today. That was done a while ago. Yeah, no, I know I didn't do that row today, or that section today. So this was from a while ago. Lotta, hello. Yes, it is a sad time right now. Wendy, it happens to the best of us. Guys, uh, this is so much. Oh well. Oh well. It is what it is. It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. All right. Here we are. And I said it. I said it and I checked, but I didn't go back far enough. I didn't go back far enough. Oh well. I'm glad that this is a quick stitch. That's also why I don't mind just undoing, because this is such a quick stitch. So it's fine. It's fine. How are you, Lotta? You came in. We had a little bit of frogging ASMR happening. Some unintentional, unplanned frogging ASMR. How are you doing? Do you guys, after you frog something to go back and fix it and then you have to redo the rows, do you find yourself going like extra fast to try to like make up for it? It's almost like you're chasing that time that you just lost from frogging. I do it all the time. I notice I do it all the time, which inevitably ends up making another mistake. So I'm like watching this like a hawk now. Just let the frog flag fly. You'll be happy you did it, and when the project is done, you won't even remember it. I won't. You are absolutely correct. Sometimes I do that. Yeah. Yeah, I just like, I notice that like I pick up speed after frogging. It's like frogging like gives me like a boost. Like a frustrated like, oh, I can't believe that happened kind of boost. And then I just end up going faster. Cuz I also just want to like be sure that I'm get rid of like my yarn pile that I just like made from frogging. I never really frog neatly. I just pull it, but I pull it in a way that makes sense to me, but it is not neat. It does not look neat. And then I can't move. Otherwise, then it's just like, it's just a whole mess. Yes, here we go. We're with you. Thank you. Quick little break. How do you measure the amount of yarn you need for a project? I don't like yarn chicken. I always just buy one more skein than I think I need. So even when I guess, if I guess, I'll try and guess big. And then after that, I'll just buy one more. That's usually it. If the pattern calls for certain measurements, I do the same thing. I'll get however close I can to the number of yards, grams, meters, however they put the measurement in their pattern, and I will get enough yarn for that plus one, like just in case my tension is off just a little bit. I always prefer to have extra yarn. I feel like I'm holding my breath. Yeah, I like to have too much yarn. I don't like playing yarn chicken. I really don't. I don't. So I always buy what I think I need plus one. How do you pick your stitch of the day, Sammy? That's a good question. I think I determine kind of what main stitch I want to do, and then I go from there. So like the latest one was a front post double crochet focused, like back post, front post double crochet focused for the basket weave. So the next one might be like a half double crochet variant or something that uses a single crochet. So that's kind of like how I think about it. So like even the one before the basket weave, was that one the mesh? I think that one was the mesh. And so that was single crochet and chain. Yeah, that's kind of how I do it. I try to jump between like the different like basic stitch. And then go from there. Otherwise, I like flip through. I have so many crochet books, and I just like flip through, and if there's one that catches my eye, sometimes I'll just be watching videos or I'm on Pinterest or something like that, and someone uses a stitch that I've never used before or I haven't seen, and I'm like, wait, what is that? And then I'll go look up the stitch, and if I like it, then I'll pick that as my stitch of the day. That's how I pick. I'm always excited for a new stitch of the day. A lot of my stitch of the days are stitches I've never done before. And so then I find it, I learn how to do it. I look at like different ways other people do it, like different variants, and I figure out which way I like to do it. And then I make a swatch, and then I make a video for it. Aleda, hello! Hi, I'm so glad that you made it. I'm so sorry that we were ending the live just as you were coming in. I saw that you came in and I was like, oh no. How are you? What are you working on? Oh, I felt so bad. I feel like I can always go forever on these lives, and so I have to pick a time to get off. Like I have to like commit because I really could. I could sit here forever. I still can't believe that I did one for 3.5 hours the other day. I didn't even realize we were just going. Didn't even realize. I love crocheting with you guys. It is just so much fun. You just missed me frogging a whole row off of this sweater, Aleda. It was so much. It was so much frogging. Time got away from everyone. It really did. Time really did get away from everybody. It was so funny because when I mentioned, oh my gosh, I've been on here for 3.5 hours, people were like, wait, it's been 3.5 hours? And everybody was like, oh my gosh, well, that's okay. Since we're still here. It was, oh man, it was so much fun. If you have not checked out our Whip Wednesday lives on the Clock app, please check those out. That's at 5 p.m. Pacific time. 5:30. And they're really, really fun. We'll post our current works on Yarn Over Hook, and we all chit chat about it, where everybody's whips are, their work in progress. It's a fun time. And then I'm here on Thursdays at 3:30. We hang, bring our tea, our coffee, whatever, and just hang out and crochet. I love doing crochet and chats. These are just so fun. Good company will do that. Absolutely. 100%. Do you take suggestions for the stitch of the day? And do you have a stitch book recommendation? So I do take suggestions. If there is a stitch that you want to learn that I have not posted or anything, just let me know. Let me know. It'd be great if you send me like a YouTube video or something so that I can see how the stitch is done. Even if you just send me like a crochet chart, that would be helpful too. But stitch book recommendation. So I don't have my books with me. Is it called The Crochet Book? Easy Crochet Book? Let me see if I can find it. But it has a ton of stitches. Let's see. Crochet Stitch Dictionary. That's where I get most of my stitches from. That one's a really good one. Definitely pay attention to the pictures and the charts. I did notice that a couple of the pictures are swapped. But other than that, I love the book. I love the book. So that one is one that I use. And there are so many other like crochet dictionaries out there, but that's the one that I primarily use. So I definitely recommend that one. Okay, we're slowly getting there. Very slowly. Oh gosh, there's so much yarn here. There's so much yarn here. Oh, I am so bummed for that. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to think of anywhere else. I get a lot of stitches also from Pinterest. There are a lot of really good bloggers who have like lists of stitches, like stitches good for beginners, stitches good for blankets, stitches good for washcloths, like stuff like that. So sometimes if there's a stitch on there that I haven't done or I don't recognize or I've never tried, I'll do a stitch from there. There's videos. Coming across some videos. There are a lot of like free resources as well. Like I said, like blogs, looking on Pinterest. A lot of folks have compiled them. So if you're looking for a free resource for crochet stitches, I definitely recommend that. Yeah, I think that's where I mostly get my stitches from. Those are all the places. There are so many stitches. There's so many crochet stitches. When I first saw that book of like 200 crochet stitches, I was like, there are that many stitches? Are there really that many stitches? I just never thought about it because I kind of base a lot of stitches just on the basic stitch. So like, for example, the granny stitch. The granny stitch is used in a granny square. you use the same stitch, like the 3 double crochet for corner to corner. But I just think of it as 3 double crochet, if that makes sense. Same with like cluster. I just think of that as like double crocheting 3 together, but not the decrease. Like, so it's so funny because I just don't, it just never dawned on me, like, yeah, like there are a lot of crochet stitches. I've just only really seen those stitches as variants of the basic stitch, which they are, but they are their own stitch. So like the puff stitch, I think I just categorize that as the puff stitch because it's not really like anything else, just a ton of yarn overs. I probably would just think of it like that. It's almost a bunch of yarn overs. The Elizabeth stitch, I might like think of a weird kind of variant of the single crochet and half double crochet. Like stuff like that. 200 different types of stitches. Yeah, like this book has 200 and I've seen some with like 3 and 500. Yeah, there seems to be more and more stitches each year. I feel like it's just like there are stitches that are getting names. There are stitches that are becoming popular that just like pop up. Because I'm like, these aren't new per se, but it seems like it, right? Like that there's a new crochet stitch. But I mean, like I said, like I grew up just thinking stitches of variants of the basic stitch. So I mean, we have what, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, and treble crochet, and even like the quadruple crochet I think I've learned for a dress. I yarned over 1, 2, 3 times. I think I yarned over maybe 4 times. So what was it, like a double, triple? I can't remember. But it wasn't the UK double treble. It was like, I think I either yarned over 4 or 4 times maybe. But again, it's just like, that's just, it's like the same technique. So yeah, I don't, it's so interesting. What? Crazy. Some stitches have 2 or 3 different names though. That too. The linen stitch, linen, moss, granite stitch. Oh, I've learned double crochet sooner than single crochet. So it was easier for you to do double crochet than single crochet? Easier for you to learn? Like moss stitch is also called linen stitch. Yep, and it's also called granite stitch. I was confused in learning the cluster stitch because there were folks that just called it 3 double crochet together, double crochet 3 together. And I was like, wait, but that's a decrease stitch. And they're like, oh, and it's not the decrease stitch. And I'm like, okay. So I even had to specify that in a recent video that I filmed for you guys, that it's not the decrease, it's the like cluster version. Like you put 2 or 3 or 5 double crochet together in one stitch, not you are combining 2 stitches with a double crochet. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. That I had no idea that that same term is used for 2 different stitches. Cluster is also called the popcorn stitch. Yeah, well, so the bobble stitch uses the same technique as the cluster stitch. The popcorn stitch uses a different technique because the hook gets pulled out. But the bobble stitch is technically the cluster stitch because you double crochet 5 together. The cluster is double crochet 2 or 3 together. I don't know what a double crochet 4 together is called. I think that's just called a mini bobble. My bobble sweater was a double crochet, I think 7 or 8 together. But I'm lost already. But so the popcorn stitch is different because all of those double crochets are all complete but in one stitch together. And then you link them together at the top. So a cluster stitch, you don't complete the double crochet. You do incomplete double crochets, and then you yarn over and pull through all of those loops to complete the double crochet. LOL real. I think the cluster only has 3 double crochet together, so it can have 2 or 3. It's a 2 double crochet cluster or 3 double crochet cluster, and I think 4 it becomes a mini bobble, 5 it becomes a bobble, 5 and up it's just a bobble, and then a bigger bobble. I think. Yeah, 200 stitches. 200 crochet stitches. Because then, so the popcorn bobble and what's the other one? Puff. But that's just yarning over. Yeah. Goodness. I think the popcorn stitch is 5 double crochet together by a chain. So it's 5 stitches. So like this, like the double crochets are done. Like they're not half done double crochets and then pulled through together. It's so hard to use my words for this. So for the popcorn stitch, you complete the double crochet stitch. So it's 5 individual double crochet stitches in one stitch, and then you take the hook out and you pull it through to close it, so then it closes like this, and then you get the popcorn. For the bobble, you only half do each of the stitches, and so you end up with a ton of loops on your hook, and then you pull through to link them all together, and that creates the bobble. So they look similar and they're done kind of similarly, but they are 2 different stitches. I'm still learning all the technicalities. Yeah. Yeah. The bobble and the puff are, or the bobble and the popcorn are very, very similar. Very similar. I think because I had posted the popcorn video and I had gotten a couple of comments saying you don't have to pull the hook out. And I was like, well, you pull the hook out for popcorn, but you don't pull the hook out for bobble. And then I think even on a chart, they look very similar. I think the only difference, I'll show you guys. Popcorn, and bobble. Let me see. Crochet chart. Let me look up the crochet chart. It's very interesting because I want to do a video. I want to do a video for it, but they look so similar. Crochet chart. Okay, here we go. This one did a really good job of very much distinguishing them. This is the popcorn, and that's the bobble. So the popcorn is complete at the top. The popcorns are complete and then pulled together, I think is what that's supposed to mean. The bobble is completed together. So the popcorn always has an open circle at the top, and the bobble always has a closed one. And it's so confusing to look at. It is so confusing to look at. And then even the like 3 double crochet cluster is the same. And it is because it is done the same, but it's only 3, so it's called something different. Yeah. I like the mini bean stitch also. Yes, I do. I love the mini bean stitch as well. And that one also has 2 names, Mini Bean Elizabeth, and some people use it when the stitch goes straight up, kind of brick-like, and one, like another name for when it goes diagonal. Like one is Elizabeth, one is Mini Bean. But I've seen so many, I've seen that switched, I've seen used for both. It's this is why we have hundreds of stitches in crochet. I feel like I'm gonna have to like watch this recording to be sure that I distinguish the bobble and the popcorn correctly. Because I will say it too, like I'll mix up bobble and puff. I'll say like, oh yeah, I did a puff stitch and it's a bobble stitch, but I actually recently looked up the bobble stitch and some people refer to that as the puff stitch. So I feel like at times I can say the name of a stitch, but I also have to like say that this is how I did the stitch so that it's understood what stitch I actually did. Those charts confuse me. They can be confusing for sure. I totally get that. I am working on videos and charts and documents and stuff to help make it easier for folks, especially folks who want to learn how to read charts. Because when I approached my first chart, I was like, what is this? What does that even mean? What is this symbol? Why does this symbol mean the same thing, but it looks different? So I feel you, Wendy. Charts are my savior. Today I watched a video on reading charts. So hard. It's once you get it though, then you get it. You can see something and you're like, oh yeah, I know how that's done. Once you have it, then you have it. But it's the initial learning. The initial learning can be a little difficult for sure. Does anyone else in here know how to read charts or learning to read charts? Oh, okay, we're here. We made it to the knot of my new skein. So we're back at my new skein, but we still have a lot of yarn. The charts make no sense to me. Yeah. No, I understand. But again, it's like that initial learning can be difficult, but once you have it, then you have it. And then it's just smooth sailing from there. Kind of loose. Do you have the Yarn Over Hook website open? Yes! Yes, I do! Sorry, that was loud. Yes, I do, Leda. Did you post something? Aleda, I'm such a sucker for little frogs. Oh, it's so cute. That yarn looks so chunky and soft. Aww. So cute, Aleda. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Did you just finish him just now? I like reading the patterns. Yeah, reading patterns is I like to have both now. Now that I know how to read charts, I definitely like to have both, a chart and a pattern. Your excitement. I'm sorry, I really hope I didn't that wasn't too loud. I did get really excited. I love when you guys are posting things as we're on live. I really love it. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. It is so cute, Aleda. Did I ask you, am I pronouncing your name correctly? I want to be sure I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I did. I got very excited. You guys just make it so easy. You guys make it so easy for me to be excited. Excited about you and for all of your crochet things. Like I said before, I will be your biggest hype man. I absolutely will be. There were so many folks on the Wednesday live that were like, I don't have anybody to share my crochet with. I don't have anybody to talk crochet with. I have all these pictures in my phone and nowhere to share them. And I was like, I will be your biggest hype man. I will do that. I will be here for you, cheering you on in all of your makes. Aleda, that is so cute. I feel like I have some of these cotton fibers in my nose. We're almost there. I'm so glad that you're enjoying the music. I really enjoy this playlist. I am often listening to it, even outside of the lives. But it's the same playlist that I play. Just really like the music from it. Almost there. This is how much we have left. Needing to catch up. I'm so excited to start the next panel of this. Again, I'm just really really hoping that this is me like looking outside at the weather. I'm really hoping that it doesn't get warm too quickly because I really do want to be able to at least wear this once before it gets too warm. But I think it'll still be okay for like summer, like cool summer nights. Hey, getting there, getting there. Oh, these fibers are tickling my nose. I can't get over how cute that frog is. It is so cute. Oh, I almost put 4 in here. Oh, I'm glad I caught that. Now I have to go and look. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I caught myself. It is so easy to put 4 instead of 3. Oh my goodness. Okay. Looks good. Okay, looks good. All right, and now we're back at the end of that row. Man, that took a long time. But we're here. We are back. You're still live? Hi. Hi, Flexi. We are. Welcome back. Were you gone for that long? Has it been very long? On a roll, lol. We're all just crocheting, hanging out and crocheting. I hope that you guys are all able to get a lot done during these lives. I do. I get a lot done. So I really hope that you all have been able to get a lot done during this. Has it really been an hour since you left? Oh my gosh, it doesn't feel like it. Well, welcome back. I'm glad that you're back. One, super speed. 2, memorize patterns. 3, same tension. Pick a crochet superpower. Oh. One, super speed. 2, memorize patterns. 3, same tension. I think I'd pick super speed. Memorize patterns though might save time. So I don't have to keep going back to the pattern. So like, it's almost like, is it like uploading the pattern to like your brain? Like you can see a pattern and then it's there. And then you don't have to read it or look it up or anything, like look up stuff. I feel like super speed. What if you make mistakes? I guess then if you frog and have to redo it, then you're really fast. So that's a good question. I'm not too concerned about tension, but I'm stuck between one or two. I'm stuck between super speed or memorized patterns. Me too. Super speed as well. I hate how slow I am and I could get so much done. I would like memorize patterns. Huh. Okay, so we have next we have for super speed, Wendy for memorize patterns. Lana, right? It would have to be super speed or memorize patterns. Man, that is really hard. Would be able to get a project done faster. That's what I'm saying. I feel like if I have a pattern memorized, one, I would do patterns more because I wouldn't have to take so much time to read a pattern. And two, like I'm saving that time. Like I see a pattern and then I just know it. So then I can just go. Oh my gosh, that's really hard. I can't. I think I'd pick patterns. Because I know myself, and once I have something down, then I go pretty quickly. Like, I don't consider myself a super fast crocheter, but I don't consider myself a slower crocheter. Like, I'm good with like my speed. So I think I'd pick memorized patterns. I think I'm with Wendy. Pattern memorization, final answer. Having to keep reading, it takes up time. Right. That's what I mean. So it's just like you're going and you're going and you're going, and then you have to like stop your flow because you have to go check the pattern. And especially like amigurumi, you have to check every row. Unless it's like, okay, now do this row for between row 10 and 20. But like you have to check every single row. So yeah, I'd pick memorized patterns, especially for amigurumi. That is what would make me pick that superpower. Oh, that was a good one. Do you mind if I make that a poll next we have on Yarn Over Hook? Reading it, finding it because you lost it, right? Printing it out, only discover you misprinting a page, all of that, exactly. Well, I just learned how important patterns are since I haven't worked with a pattern before, so thank you all. uh, yeah, I feel like I would want, yeah, I think so. I'll go ahead. Thank you. Can you message me on Yarn Over Hook so that I know I don't want you to, if you don't want to put your username here, but can you message me on Yarn Over Hook so I know your username and I'll like shout you out as having asked that question during today's live. Good question. Great question. This is not mine. It was on a post for YouTube as well. Oh, okay. But yeah, I wanna say that you asked us this question during live. So I want to give you at least that credit. That was a very good question. Yeah, you can put it yeah, you can yeah, just message me. I think that'll be the easiest. Oh my gosh, every time I'm opening Yarn Over Hook, I'm seeing this cute little frog. So sweet. Okay. Whew. Oh my goodness. We are caught up with all of that frogging. Oh, good grief. I think I'm going to end this here. Thank you all so much for coming to hang out. This was so much fun. This was such a relaxing, got a lot done. Got to get back into my hexagon pullover, did some rows on the corner blanket. You all said that you all have gotten a ton of stuff done. So I am so excited to hear that. Oh, Wendy, finally, I know. Did you see how long that took? Good grief. Good grief. Yep, count your stitches. If anything, if we learned anything today, is to count your stitches to make sure that you have the correct number of stitches. Oh, it's a fun time here. Thank you, Wendy. I enjoy you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out as always. You guys are the best. If you haven't joined Yarn Over Hook yet, please do. It is a wonderful community. It's growing so quickly, and we have such amazing, talented members there. You can join for free via the description below. I would love to have you and see what you're making. I will catch you guys next Thursday at 3:30. Yes, at 3:30 for our Thursday live here on YouTube. Thank you all again so much. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye. Bye.